class. Miss Jones here, pushing forward through this last quarter with distance learning. Not really what anybody expected, but with COVID 19 and with everyone on quarantine and social distancing, this is just the way that we have to do things from now on. So I'm honestly terrified. I haven't heard from many of you. I hope that you all are doing well. I hope that your families are doing well. Been losing a bit of sleep about it. So, hopefully by the end of this week, uh, I'll have a clearer idea of where everyone's at and what shape our class will take moving forward. So let's go ahead and look at Module 1. Now, creating our distance learning, what I wanted to do for you guys, I wanted to do you a favor, and I wanted to model our lessons similarly to how it's done at the college level. Many of you guys, as you enter in through college, you're going to find yourself one day in an online college class. And so it's my hope and it's my goal to really get you guys familiarized with this process. And so, I'm calling these little lesson packets, I'm calling them modules, kind of like what you would see in college. And for our first module for this week, you have a few things ahead of you. And so, the instructions that I'll give you, you'll have a copy of this. So I'm not going to read it all for you right now. But what it does is it goes over what we'll be doing this week, what my expectations are, what's due. I'll be collecting work every Monday. So the work that I'm assigning you this week, I expect it on April 20th, and so on and so forth. Just expect Mondays, 11:59 at night. That is the last absolute minute that you can turn something in on time without doing a late work form. And I hope you guys already had an opportunity to look at my late work announcement that I already posted on Google Classroom. Understand that moving forward, everything is going to be done on Google Classroom. There are these amazing online resources that I'm interested in learning about, but since it's quarter 4 and we're wrapping up the year together, I thought it'd be better if I didn't introduce any new technology to you guys. We'll just stick with what we know. We'll stick with Google Classroom, and that's how we'll do it. And so your module instructions, will go over what I'm expecting. This week, you will be writing a reflection for me, and this is very important because I'm terrified for you guys. I want to know that you guys are safe and you guys are well. If you guys are having any struggles or troubles, I want to do what I can to help you. And so the purpose of this assignment right here, it's more for me. I want to know where you're at. Are you struggling to share technology with maybe some siblings? Are you only allowed to go online for a certain amount of time every day? What kind of information do I need to know about you as we move forward with distance learning? And like with any reflection, I want you to write honestly and openly here. What have you been going through? What should I be aware of as your teacher? And so for you guys, I'm looking for at least 300 words in this reflection, and you can type it right here in this box. And if you don't know how to check a word count on Google Docs, it's real easy. All you do is you highlight the words that you want to count. If you don't highlight it, then it'll just count all of the words in the document. So if you want to know specifically, how many words you type in your box, you just highlight it. Go to the top where it says Tools, you click Word Count, and it'll tell you right there. And so to give you an idea, this is 102 words. And so, the reflection that I'm looking from you guys needs to be 3 times this big. Does that make sense? I don't know why I asked you a question. No one's going to answer me. I'm talking to myself right now. But anyways, these reflections, super important. I'm really excited to hear about you. Like I said, I hope that you're all doing well. And this will just kind of bring me up to date on the entire situation with all my classes. So please make sure you turn that in. You are also responsible for an Article of the Week assignment. Now, this we're doing a little differently. I can't collect these back from you. I can't have you do your usual annotations. So our Article of the Weeks are actually going to be far simpler. What you'll do is you'll read the article, you'll familiarize with it. this one talks about, why it's important to maintain healthy friendships and relationships, even at, crazy times like this. So you'll read the article, and then at the very, very bottom of the article, there's a box, and this is where you'll complete your writing task. And just like we would do for any regular article of the week assignment, you'll summarize the entire article for me. You'll include important details, important quotes. The only difference is I'm not looking for annotations. I'm not looking that you underline things or circle things. But it's still very good practice to do anyways. So if you have access to a printer at home, go ahead, print this thing out, read it, mark it up, and you'll find that the writing task is a lot easier for you. I'm just not grading it. Okay, so those are the little things that I need from you this week. Both the article of the week and the reflection check-in, that's going to be due on Monday. However, I want to get you guys ready for your big final project. I'm so disappointed because I had this incredible unit planned for you guys in the classroom. We were going to read John Hershey's Hiroshima. And then we were also going to read hold on, everything's a mess here. I'm a teacher, so my office is full of books. We were also going to read this. They call this Enemy. This is George Takei's personal account of being in a Japanese internment camp here in the United States. And it was going to be so much fun. The only thing is I only have a class set of 40 of these, and you guys need to be in the classroom to read it. And so, we're not doing it. So instead what we're doing is we're doing a Turning Points research project. And what you'll do is you're going to look for a very important historical figure. This can be someone that's long dead, or this can be a notable figure that's still alive and still working today. And so what your responsibility is you're writing me a research paper that tells me what the turning point in that person's life is. As we grow, as we develop, there's always that one thing that really changes a person's philosophy or their mission. And what I want you to do is I want you to familiarize with that in one notable figure. I will be giving you a list of possible people that you could write a research project on, a solid list, or you can go out and do your own research and find someone who's notable to you. This is going to be a long project. This isn't going to be our usual 5-paragraph, 3-body paragraph kind of essay. This is a research project. I expect this to be thorough, and I expect this to be well done. It needs to be in MLA format. It must contain at least 3 quotes from 3 different sources. Now, I understand that not all of us have access to a library right now. I don't demand that you use at least one book. If you have the books available to you, I think that would be awesome. But if you're just using sources online, like articles or journals that you find like on Google Scholar, you'll be good to go. So I do demand a works cited page. We've talked about that before. You know how to do that. It needs to be 3 typed pages. I'm looking for 3 pages here. 12-point font, Times New Roman. I need that boring font because I'm a boring person. So thank you. Anyways, don't stress. This is not due on Monday. You have the entire remaining quarter to get this together. This is actually going to be due on May 25th. So each week, I'll give you certain tasks that will help you build up your research. Like, for example, with our next assignment that is due, no, not that. This is also due on Monday. This is where you're going to brainstorm your ideas for the research project. So tell me who you're writing your research paper about. If you're doing, I don't know, Lois Duncan. Okay, you'd put their name right there. You're going to tell me why you chose that person. Why are they important to you? And you'll answer these questions in these boxes. Where and when did your subject live? Why is this person famous? What kind of turning points could there be in their life? It's real simple. This isn't going to take you too long unless you're really having a hard time picking a figure to focus on. So a few things that I want you to familiarize with this week. I am including a PowerPoint presentation on the research paper process. This goes over what you should include in a research paper, how you should be collecting documents, how you should be collecting sources. It goes over making a bibliography, making a works cited page. So any questions that you might have, before you ask me, I want you to give this a good look over, because this is an incredible PowerPoint. I stole it from the Kern High School District. It has a lot of good information in there that'll definitely help you. And I think that's it for this week. I already have the template for you to write your essay on. It's already in that MLA style format. It has their correct heading. All you need to do is put your name, and we've done this before. I don't have to go over this. So yeah, I still need a few things from you. So you have two options, and I want you to pick the option that's best for you. I should already be collecting a paper from you that you worked on before spring break, the one about the snows of Kilimanjaro and existentialism. So you have two options available to you. I believe you'll be getting a text message from your principal either today or tomorrow instructing you on how to turn in those instructional packets. If you want to turn in a handwritten document to me, you can do so by dropping it off at school, or there might be another place in Lamont where you can drop things off too. I'm not sure. That question will be answered for you tomorrow, probably, if it hasn't today. So yeah, you can either turn in the physical stuff to me on campus in my box, or you can turn in everything to me on Google Classroom. Do what's easiest for you. And if continuing on with distance learning is going to be a problem for you, I'd like for you to get in contact with me or the school, and we'll get you taken care of. We'll figure it out. I mentioned earlier, or maybe I didn't mention earlier, I forget, but I made an announcement regarding late work. Our late work policy is exactly the same, only now it accommodates distance learning practices. So instead of turning in the late work form directly to me, what you'll do is you'll turn in late work directly to my email. And it's really important that you do it through an email, because I get so many confusing notifications from Google Classroom. I don't know if students are turning in something or revising something, or if they just like changed a single letter in their document. I don't know what's complete or not. And so in order for me to grade something and put it into the grade book, I need it to be separate, and I need it to be sent to me in an email. And I'd like for these emails to be nice. You know, if you don't know how to write a proper email, there are definitely some resources online that can help you. This is a skill that you should already have right now, so I'm not going to worry about teaching it to you. But, you know, make sure it has a heading, say, Dear Miss Jones. I don't expect a long letter, but maybe a sentence or two that says, hey, this is the work that I need to turn into you. Can you please grade it and put it in the grade book? Sign it sincerely in your name, and just come off as pleasant and thankful. I am doing you a favor here by submitting in late work without dropping any points off of it. So the least you can do is give me a pretty email. You have two options for turning in work. So some of the late work that I posted on Google Classroom, it's not meant to be done online. And so you might find yourself in a position, like if you're redoing the close reading assignments from The Great Gatsby, you might need to print that out, write it out, take a picture with your phone, and attach that picture in an email to me. If you're using something on Google Docs, like say I want to turn in this work to you, what I can do is I can make a shareable link. And so right now this is set only private to me. And so what I would do is I would click this button right here, get a shareable link, and it's going to automatically save to my clipboard. So I don't even have to like copy anything. It's already there. And then what I can do is in an email, I can just paste the link. There it is. And I can find the late work. Does that make sense? So in a nice email, send me a nice letter. Either give me the shareable link or just attach the documents that you're turning in, and it's all gravy. It's all good. If you are finding that you're having a hard time with emailing, like I said, just get in contact with me, call the school, have someone email me for you, and we'll just take it one step at a time. All right. So I'm sure that some of you guys, if you're like me, you're a procrastinator, you're still working on that Snows of Kilimanjaro essay. That will be due, I believe, tonight or tomorrow night at 11:59. So, I'll let you get back to work. And I do hope you guys are doing well. And I hope that you're in a position where you can stay positive. And, I really hope that you're being mindful of the kind of times that you're living in right now. And, I know that some of you guys aren't just relaxing at home 24/7. You may have found that your responsibilities have increased. Some of you guys are expected to now, work for your parents or work as babysitters or, help little ones with their own distance learning packets. And it's my hope that this class won't be an extra burden on you. It's still going to be challenging. I still have high expectations for you as, these incredible young, literary, talented, awesome kids that you are. But, if something's stressing you out about this class, talk to me about it. And we'll get things figured out. And, we'll move forward with 2020. So, take care. I will see you next week. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to keep doing videos or if I'll open it up to chats using Google Classroom and using Google Meet. I think with Google Meet, only 20 or so of you are allowed to come in and watch at a time. So if I have 20 students who want to watch, don't worry. If you can't make it, I'm going to record everything, and so you'll get to see our conversation and you'll get to see these announcements just like you're watching this one. All right. Well, that's it. I hope you guys are doing well. Peace.